This is Michi Hoyer, this is Avid Chronic Racing, this is the Formula Sim Racing main series car. There's a new version out, it's the version 0.92. It got open updated tires, it actually got a livery from the ACR Academy. So that is good, that is great, we're gonna race that. That is getting we into the tuning, and I hope that the sounds are fixed a little bit since really that car felt weird or noising. However, that is the ACR Academy livery. I happily gonna race in. I do hope that it got wheels though. I'm taking the Honda engine, shark fin, large or small. I want to race it on the full. No style option, regular or thumb nose. That looks better, I think. Halo. Nope. Simply not. Back, join race, and we are around Silverstone. So the good thing about this track is we had some racing there already with the FSR car. Good morning to you, Mike. Good morning to you, Thomas. Greetings from Wiesbaden. Thomas, what are you doing in Wiesbaden? Are you actually living there? Or are you just there for a visit? Because here's a fun fact. If you live there, you should know Taunusstein, and Taunusstein is where my dad is living. That is 10 kilometers away from Wiesbaden. Second fun fact about that city, my uncle is living right there in Wiesbaden-Dotzheim. So, yeah, all my family really is crowded and located near Wiesbaden. My grandma lives in Mainz, which is not Wiesbaden though, and that is very important for the people right there, because there is a clash of cultures when it comes about being people from Mainz or being people from Wiesbaden. Yeah, with that being said, we're finally there on the Formula Sim Racing server. So I could add those setups again to the car. I'm not too sure though whether they will work at all. It seems like that is pretty much not the case. So vehicle only, but I put it defaults, so I need to rework on the setup things of life for myself. Put that on the real, on the lean 1, lean 2, lean 3, race 1. Wow, we got 7 engine mixtures right now. Okay. Oh, Thomas, that is an interesting thing. So yeah, I will have a visit to Taunusstein more over the season, because I'm gonna be assisting Zakspeed wherever they go, doing their course of the ADAC GT Masters. By assisting, I do mean we're gonna probably be around in the hospitality a bit, maybe have a sim. It still needs to be decided. But yeah, I will pass over them more frequently, which means I will hold over and take a stop at my dad at Taunusstein. So I do not know anything about the setup of this car, what does work, what does not work. So we simply take it out. I'm happy to see tires. Oh, lovely. The sounds of this car are a lot better than it used to be yesterday, or the day before yesterday when I tested that car the first time. Not saying that they are any great, but I do not feel as bad. Very slippery rear end. So that is lean mix 1, I think I'm currently sitting in engine mode wise. Or it was lean mix 2. That is the default. Engine power 2 out of 7. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Interesting. That looks wow, guys, that car is fabulous right now. To my liking. And I'm not saying anything about whether it feels right or wrong, I'm just saying it feels good. Probably I'm not allowed to say what a real Formula 1 car should feel like, because I never sat in one driving one. I just have the visual reference from their broadcast and everything. But this feels like a proper Formula Sim racing car. Hard to drive. Pretty slippery. Whoop. That being said, shoot me off. Listen to that Honda sound though. That was a proper Honda sound. Do you hear that? Let's go back to turn 3 and 4. So coasting the Honda makes it... That is so much a Honda sound. Look at that. That is a proper Honda engine. I'm amazed. Sounds like a Honda. Actually, I'm not a big fan of a Honda engine in terms of performance, but I like its iconic sounds, really. It's a shit engine. That is absolutely true. It is one of the worst engines I ever saw, but it has a good noising to my opinion. Thomas, what track days do you mean at the Nürburgring? I'm not too sure really, because honestly, that Mercedes is a good car, no doubt about that, but last time I was on the Nürburgring, and I mean the North Slope in particular, I did take it around one lap, and I had a real hell of a fun in that car, but, and I need to be totally honest with you guys, after the lap on Döttinger Höhe, I slowed down the car to get on the exit of the street, of the circuit, and my brakes were on fire. So that is how a standard street car is designed to go racing. Ah, Bilsterberg you're talking about. Actually no, I've heard about that track though, and you may know a female race driver called Dara Wittkunz, I think. She's definitely gonna be out with her... What does she have? I'm not allowed to say anything wrong now. I think she has a Honda. Honda Civic, might be that. Yeah, Bilsterberg looks like an awesome track, I agree. Check, I absolutely agree. I do hope Alonso is winning in the McLaren at some time. I'm a real massive Alonso fan. I need to be totally honest with you guys. So one spin that nearly kills the car, or nearly kills the tires. That is interesting. But I think that is pretty much how it is in real life as well. Car stability has improved, and I'm pretty much out testing this car. I'm not very much into building a setup for that. But this is the first time I ever drive this car, and I feel like being somewhat connected to the ground, if connected is the right word. But it does not feel like being swummy, it does not feel like being wiggly. It has an aggressive rear end, as you can see, but that is how I expect the V6 engine with a plenty amount of torque to be. However, aerodynamically, I do think it is, whoops, way too fast. Don't spin on those tires. With the rear end going under pressure too fast, so that is the bump being way too easy. Rebound is alright, so that should fix the acceleration snap oversteer a bit. Yeah, the McLaren chassis is a very good built chassis, I agree. What happened to the mirrors now? Sorry guys, I'm trying to fix that mirror stuff. That needs to be 0, that should not be 0. Right, mirrors are fixed. Yeah, Alonso definitely will be hungry for wins. That is certain. Perfect, the bump adjustment definitely and clearly helped me when being on throttle with that car. They need to fix a little bit on the LEDs, they are a little bit too bright. At least the bulbs itself don't go too wide. Balance is fixed. Mirrors are fixed. All that needs fixing now is my driving. It's still got some weird background noises in the engine, but those sounds as they stand, they are pretty much good. You're so not allowed to slide this car at all. That will really kill your engine. Not the engine, the tires. As you see, that was a massive slide. Temperature rose up immediately. And it's the thermal degradation, I think, what is killing the tires pretty much. Tires standing in the right frame right now. Don't slide it. I'll be totally honest with you guys, I do not think Mercedes is behind. I do think Mercedes has now understood the tires and therefore will be pretty damn fast again. They haven't had the fastest car on the grid last year, I think. It was just a second place car or something. But they had the consistency. Yeah, Michele, I meanwhile already thought about that. I'm running 4038. The other cars or the other pre-season versions of that car had a very understeery balance anyway, so that is why I went for a higher front wing again. But right now the wing set or the aerodynamical balance is set for oversteer. Michele, if you are here, what is this race car to be designed to be run in engine modes for the race, by the way? I do know that we need to do a lot of saving, so fuel saving, but is race 1 to be the mix that is going to only make it to the finish line from a full tank? Or what is that going to be about? And how final do you see the current mod version? And I hope you can answer on those questions, just for the sake of knowing. running a 1:34.5. I have no clue whether this lap time is good or not, since I do not have any reference at all. Whoop. That bump costs me a lot of momentum. And Michael, I have to be totally honest with you, despite the car being pretty oversteery, it's the front left that burns steps earliest, but yeah, here we go. Probably the balance is still too much at the back. Oh, they were 38-38 now, so I'm gonna put it 38-34. Average mix 4, alright. So I can put it mix 4, that is race 1, I think. Let me check. Yeah, that is mix race 1. This is the final version. That looks good to me from my point of view right now. So we're using that Ackerman thing though in the in that car. That is interesting to know. Just having a look at certain things. Hey Michael. Oh, I didn't see you were here. See you later. Thank you very much, Michael. Oh, Michael, you're so kind. Thank you so much. I just saw on the event list. Thank you very, very much for your support. That is great stuff. I'm not saying keep doing that because that would be wrong, but you're so great. So handy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me in that great way. I'm definitely gonna contribute that back to you. That's a promise. So, with the aerodynamical balance now more to the understeer, we're trying to head out again. Now sitting in the more aggressive engine mixture, which I actually can feel right on the gas pedal there, out of 4th gear. So looking at the top speed, 304. I'm not too sure whether I've reached that now on the back straight already. To be fair, seems like it. But I want to see now how much I do reach on Hanger Straight to see the actual difference of power in engine modes. So that is 307. So there's definitely more power underneath my rear, which feels good though. And thank you, Michaela, to make that car rather difficult to drive. So it can spin out on you quite easily, but you actually do have chances to catch them spins, which is a great benefit in my opinion. Missed that. I said don't power slide the car out of the corners. As you can see, the rear tires now being definitely treated hard. Be easy on the steering wheel itself as well. Too hard. And that is exactly what I mean. You're not allowed to spin it. I just lost 5 or 6% of tire wear due to the spin. So you really want to have a good balance in the back. Yeah, Philip, I'm gonna drive just a tiny little bit right now. Mod developer said 4 out of 7 is right. Well, I have to say it was probably also the wrong setting, so that should help me even more in the back, balance wise. Sorry, Michaela, that change that one word with the F and then your message is going to be displayed in the chat. Yeah, that was what I expecting as well, Michaela. Mess around with those ride heights and everything. And it's a good thing that this mode is declared to be final way before the season. So we now can start proper testing. Mirrors are a little bit in my visual way though. I do not like that, but oh well. Not sure yet, Philip. Depends on some other things. Some other opportunities. Yeah, Robin is absolutely right. I totally agree. And I think it is one of the best cars Formula Sim Racing ever saw. I mean, it will have its issues, no doubt. But which car hasn't? And it's really fun to drive, and I do believe that there will be very competitive driving possible with it. You definitely need a good brain, you definitely need a good mindset, you definitely need a good race intelligence to know exactly when it's time to push and when it's time to sit still. That is very true, Michele. I already can feel that you have to take a very close look to the tires and everything. I'm on a good run right now though. Until I was here. Still on a good run though. Jumping some places right there.
33.41.
Whoa. That car is a beast though. Hey Michi, sorry, hey Miguel, that is engine mix 4 out of 7. The race 1 is the engine mix I'm currently running. That is too quick for those tires, Michi, keep it slower. You're not allowed to burn the tires by temperature. Thermal degradation is definitely going to be an issue for this year. That needs to be looked at. That is just my personal point of view right now. Not sure if there is any hint in the data with that. But it's just what I feel like the car is. That is bad. Oh, Michele, is that test race tomorrow at China?
The lap was a 1:33.92.
BY turn 1. Don't power slide it out of the corner, Michi. That will badly hurt the tires. So there's some serious testing going on, I think, very soon. As there is, I think, is that race tomorrow now? Michaela, if you're still here and could give some confirmation, that would be great. Oh yeah, people are very not prepared, that is very true. So that is Formula Sim Racing test race tomorrow. I expect it to be in the evening though, at China Racetrack. If you guys want to join this, feel free to do so. The mod is downloadable from the website. Get yourself registered on www.formula-simracing.net. Be part of the test racing group. And yeah, try to give feedback on the car. Since if no bugs being found tomorrow, that is going to be the final version people will have to deal with. And that is going to be very interesting though, I have to say. And I can only encourage you guys. Is the mod changed than lately? It was E-Day and should be final. So, if you guys want to get ready to that, make sure to see what's on the list. I want to take part in that for sure, but I haven't touched that FSR car for the past 3 months. Sorry, for the past 3 weeks. And I'm not sure whether I'm gonna have a lot of practice tomorrow still for that. Oh, I should have a practice session. Get in with a set. Whatever I did to the car now made it probably worse. Some of the issues I feared to have. Michaela, since you're still here, I hope, do you gonna update the sounds in any way? Because that McLaren onboard sound got some kind of weird drum being hit every second at a steady RPM level. Feels like a washing machine drilling on the laundry. That's what it sounds like a bit. That's the only point of critiques I got at the minute right there. Missing turn 1 a bit. You can hear that sound in the background noise a bit. What I'm trying to refer at. Bit too wide. Yeah, the Chapman sound though is very real on the outside of the car. That is what I really do like about this Honda engine. Finally a decent run through Stowe.
The lap was a 1:32.77.
Still working it a bit too hard on those tires, I think. Hey Apex, hold on a sec. I don't think so. I think I still run them there. Let me have a look as soon as I'm finished. Oh. Alright, I threw it definitely too hard into Beckett's and Chapel. That is also to be seen on the tire wear at the front. Totally offline into Stowe. Wow, if you have a crash, you're really done in that car. So that is settings, controls, that is minimum torque 12%, steering wheel range like in the thing, FFB smoothing 5, head vibration is off. I don't think that you're able to disable this setting you are referring at. However, and I'm just playing around with the settings right here. Have no clue whether that works or whether that does not work. But this car is, as many people said, fun to drive, really fun to drive. So I just tried to pull out a great lap, and then I'm gonna head off for now. I'm gonna head off for the day. We'll try to do some testing tomorrow on that car on China track. Not sure if that will work though. Anyway, this is going to be a very interesting season. For every race you need to do proper testing by any team, and I'm not sure, I want to again point out, I'm not sure whether I'm going to commit to the Formula SimRacing 2018 season, but I just want to see what's it about. And I have to say, car wise, this is going to be very, very interesting year. And I do think that the time differences will be pretty bad between each driver lap time wise, and by bad I mean huge gaps. Pretty bad. Wow. No. Car felt good though, I keep that setting. And I hope you guys will join me on that race tomorrow. I'm gonna reschedule that into my stream settings very soon. If I do testing before that, I probably won't, but you will see that by the end of the evening, I think. And let's see how these things will get together in the end. Is there any chance of seeing the apex? I like him sitting too low though. Sure, gamer. I'm actually optimizing my odds and see what makes sense. Could be me going to iRacing 2 to build myself up in the middle of the year to then and I don't hope that the track will be changed right now, because I just want to have one final lap. Alright. And that is the server gone in a second. There you go, connection loss. That will bring it to the end right now, guys, and I would like to thank you very much for joining me in that stream. Hey Papa Smurf. How is rFactor 2 compared to iRacing? That's a difficult question, really. Good job and good luck on your dissertation. Thank you very much, Papa Smith. So, how is rFactor 2 compared to iRacing? And that is a difficult question because iRacing and rFactor 2 definitely have some totally different approaches when it comes down to physics. However, iRacing is needs to be driven very smooth, very straightforward, and rFactor 2 can be done a little bit more aggressive. I think if you guys have watched the Winter Series races, you definitely have seen that the wheel can fully be turned in order to make the car go around the corner. That is wrong on that car. However, as you have seen on the Formula Sim Racing main series car, you're not allowed to do that too hard. Otherwise, that is not wrong, but that is not going to give you any benefit at all, not even lap time wise, and rather than that, you just simply kill your tires. Something that goes in similarity to iRacing, I would say. But yeah, that's it about rFactor 2 and iRacing in comparison. And I would like to thank you very much for being with me here. And hope you had a great time. Hope you had a great entertainment by watching the race today in the Formula Sim Racing Winter Series, by getting a little teaser for tomorrow. So tomorrow there's going to be that race, and I quickly shall look up about what it is. simracing.net. What it is about in terms of appointment dates. So there should be a special event held at the beta test number 2 in China, and that is the race to be started at 8 o'clock Central European time. 100% race. So race practice will start right now in 15 minutes. So with that being said, though, for some reason my desktop audio is off, but I care about that later. So I'm gonna quickly get up the screen for you guys. So that is it is all about 4th February. That is tomorrow. That is the car. That is the track. Everything is downloadable on the website. So that is the starting time of the practice. Would be 15 minutes to go from now. Qualifying is a good hour later. So 19:30 Central European time. And you know what, guys? I tried to get Sean Cole in for that. Maybe he is wanting to drive. So I'm gonna quickly have a talk with him. Each driver attending must join the voice chat. Alright. The Discord voice chat can be found here on the website as well. So that is a link to get directly into the Formula Sim Racing thread. Race server details when open. That is probably not too much to show. Well, as you can take part, it's pretty much alright to see. Server settings: soft, medium, hard tire. Use full tank only. Main objectives: test new chassis model for bugs with large numbers of cars. Check. test new tire model, check, test new physics. If you want to have it, create some Motec file as well. And other than that, I hope to see some of you tomorrow on that race maybe, or at least on my stream. That would be great. That's it from me for today. I wish you guys a very good weekend, and I hope you like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends if you like what you see here on the channel. Make that green bar in the at the bottom of the screen to go full, to go 100 in time. That is 17 days to go. So I really desperately need some help there. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you back soon.